Well, hello there. So, this particular video, sorry about the green screen here, but this particular video is going to cover diagnosing a very common issue with people who are running Nvidia graphics cards on OpenSUSE specifically, but this could cover other Linux distros if you are using the .run. So I am going to boot the machine and you will see the boot sequence and we'll get right to it. So let's get to it. So should be a post. There it is. This isn't the newest graphics card. It's a 1050 Ti. Okay. Grub. Yay. Okay, everything looks all perfectly fine. Hey, I got video. Looks like everything's working. Hey, 613 kernel. Oh my, nice. Yay. Woo. No, I didn't do anything fancy. I just went straight into things, which is something that a lot of people in some of the support channels, that's basically what they'll do. But there's a chance something will go wrong. What? Where's my X? Where's my login screen? Where's my GUI and all that? Oh noes. Oh dears. So here we go. This is exactly a situation that a lot of people have when they come into either the OpenSUSE support channel or some of the other support channels for the other distros that I lurk and idle in. So let's figure out what the heck's going on here. So might be wise if I had my keyboard powered on. There we go. Let's clear things up a bit. Okay, now we're logged in. What is the first thing you should do to diagnose what's going on when you have an Nvidia graphics card? And this is primarily for DGPUs, but it can work with laptops with switchable graphics. That's not what I'm covering today. I don't have one of those. I want to avoid those like the plague. This is specifically a DGPU setup. An example, let me show you. INXI dash G. So that is the graphics card. Technically, INXI, you don't need it for the diagnosing. What you will need is Nvidia SMI. And if you're running a repo like the OpenSUSE Nvidia repo, you have to have the Nvidia utils package because they decided the package maintainer decided in their wise wisdom that this needed to be split off into a separate package. So Nvidia SMI. This is your first line to figure out, hey, is my kernel module loaded? Is it working? Hey, look at that. Nvidia SMI has failed because it couldn't communicate with the Nvidia driver. Make sure that the latest Nvidia driver is installed and running. So here's the thing. This particular machine is set up with DKMS. It should have rebuilt the kernel module during that boot up sequence. So let's figure out why. Or more importantly, why don't we manually trigger DKMS to rebuild the kernel module? And if it fails, then we can figure out why. So sudo DKMS. First of all, I need to figure out what driver I had. So cd bin. That's where I put my .runs. ls. Okay, so it's 565.77 that I have. That's the most recent. That's the last one I installed. So I'm going to need to remember that. If you're capable of memorizing that particular number, not the G05, the G06, or the G07, or whatever bloody repo naming convention they use, you need to know the exact driver number. If you're capable of remembering that without going through this step, great on you. I'm not. So sudo DKMS install Nvidia 565.77. And there's a couple ways you could do this, but this should work. That's the command for rebuilding the kernel module using DKMS manually. Now, we have to wait. If this passes, great! You can either restart your display server, or you could reboot. Doesn't matter. But I already know this isn't going to go well. That's why I'm doing this video, because this will show kind of how you go about trying to figure out where things went wrong. So right now it's doing stuff on the back end, building. Can take a while. This is an older machine. Not the fastest machine in the world, but it is mine, and it has... Oh, hey, what? Oh no! Error! Bad return status for module build. Oh no! What do I do now? People say, panic. Absolute panic. Wait a minute. It says consult var, lib, DKMS, Nvidia. So, why don't we check that log file? I'm going to use nano because I know how to use it. Nano var lib, and I'm using tab complete. Okay. So let's take a look here. Okay, looks fine. Symlinks. Where here did it fail? And I'm going through this slowly so that you have the chance to see at least what this make log looks like in its entirety. I actually had to get some help from a friend to figure out what this said. So you will need to use Google Feud. You will need to be capable of searching on your own because some errors that you may encounter may actually really not be documented yet. Okay, CC, that looks fine. Okay. I'm speeding up just a little bit. Uh-oh, there it is. Right after Nvidia peer mem. LD cannot find Nvidia nv kernel.0. No such file or directory. So supposedly from what my good friend Mr. Alert was able to find, this might be a linking issue between this particular driver version and the 6.13 kernel. There are some patches out there, and you can manually patch. I've done it in the past. Very rarely have I needed to. But this is exactly the reason why, on rolling releases like OpenSUSE Tumbleweed, I only do a full system update when a new graphics driver drops, so that I can have a known good kernel version for the graphics driver. This is just what happens if you're running an older driver. And, well, what do I do now? Well, I can either patch this. I can patch this driver to work with the latest kernel. Or I could update to the latest Nvidia driver. But doing so is a bit beyond the scope of this particular video. So, I encourage you to keep an eye out on my YouTube channel, because there will be another video, a two-parter. One, me doing a full system update, and then two, a video of me going and installing the latest stable 570 Nvidia driver. So please look forward to that. But if you really like this video, if you found this video and some of the information that I put forth here useful, like how to debug or figure out what is going wrong when you boot and you do not get your graphical environment when you're running an Nvidia card, hit that like, share, subscribe, all that jam. If you really, really want to help out, there's many ways you can. You can toss a couple coins my way via some links in the description below. If you really want to help out, like maybe help me procure a slightly newer Nvidia graphics card so that I can keep on doing videos like this, there's an Amazon wish list down there where you could toss some hardware my way to make these and some of my tutorial videos even better. But most importantly, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye!